sounds real good now. Got all that tone and ring and...
With his keen ear for the vibration of each piece of wood he uses, Wayne Henderson is known, especially among musicians, for his finely crafted guitars.
Well, when I'm making these guitars, people always ask me, how do you do it? And I just take these, a good sharp whittling knife like this, and I cut away everything that does not look like a guitar.
Sounds simple, but it takes a long time. Normally, there is a 5 to 10 year wait for a Henderson guitar.
Because you do this little process like I'm doing right here, right now, it's so slow, and just takes me, a long time to do everything, and I do it slow and easy and try to do it exactly right.
Henderson, who is now 63, says he started to make guitars as a young boy out of necessity.
My family played old-time music, and my cousins and people around the house played, but I couldn't afford a good guitar. And I always made things and thought I might be able to make one. And so that's mainly what got me started.
Starting from this guitar made out of a cardboard box and fishing line, and this one bearing serial number 1, Henderson has been making acoustic guitars for friends, neighbors, and others for nearly 50 years in his hometown in Grayson County, Virginia. He builds guitars from Appalachian spruce and nearly extinct Brazilian rosewood.
Besides the great material, they have to be put together right. The thicknesses, tolerances of wood has to be exactly right for the right tone and volume of a soundboard. Has to be measured exactly, and that's done mostly by ear. You can hear the wood sort of speaks to you while you're working on it.
So far, Henderson has built about 500 guitars. He does not have regular assistants in his roadside workshop next to his home in the Blue Ridge Mountains, but folks are often dropping by to lend a hand. Don Wilson has driven up from Florida every few months since the early 1970s.
It's a 500-some mile trip. In 8 hours, I'm here. Really, it's a vacation to me to be included. And it's not just the guitars, it's the whole atmosphere of this shop. You never know who or what might walk through the door. All of our guitar friends and the music and that I enjoy.
Now, honey, you've done me wrong. You left me all alone.
Friends and music lovers are always welcome in his cluttered shop and play mostly traditional bluegrass music together. Henderson says that is another reason why it takes a long time for him to build a guitar.
The music has just been a way of life for me, as long as I can remember. And not many days goes by that I don't hear music or see music or feel music or some way or another, have some connection to an instrument.
Henderson is also in demand as a performer. He feels equally at home at a local event or a prestigious stage such as Carnegie Hall. He received a national fellowship from the National Endowment for the Arts in 1995 for contributions to American culture. He also toured the world playing traditional American bluegrass music for the nation's cultural exchange programs.
And it's really when I was a kid, I've never dreamed that I would ever have been out of this community right here. I've lived right here in this community my entire life.
Henderson also sponsors an annual music festival to raise scholarship money to help young musicians. Becky Ward is president of the Wayne Henderson Music Festival and Guitar Competition.
Wayne, who is just a very humble hero in this area. So we honor him and having a festival in his name. We have a guitar competition, which the winner wins a Wayne Henderson handmade guitar, which is a very coveted item.
I've really been blessed with being able to do what I like to do and being able to sort of make a living at it, or being able to still be here, and I can't imagine doing anything different.
Beyond his great talent as a guitar maker and musician, Wayne Henderson is known as a friend to everyone and shares his talent and knowledge unselfishly. Henderson says if he were born again, he would like to do exactly the same thing. For producer June Soh, I'm Amy Katz, VOA News.